You better not ask for nothing. 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 Feeding you greatness, everything you need. Pull up to the table and fulfill you'll be. We got the last week for the culture and what's trending. Foolishness and friends, everything in between.
But y'all not listening when we say don't ask for nothing. Whatever you need,
anything, everything, all
you'll be fulfilled right here. Tune in, turn up.
Turn up. Turn up.
What's good, everybody? It's Keem, it's Moni, it's Jish. And this is We Have That at
Right.
Today the weather was so beautiful. We decided to give easy, breezy, light. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How was everybody tonight? Give it to them.
Well,
Give it to them.
I got my shoulders out.
Mm-hmm.
I wore black, but it has a floral on it for this weird winter/spring weather. I like it. It was really nice out for a walk. So I'm in good spirits.
Okay, that's good.
What about you? Sheesh.
Feeling good, feeling great, living better. How are you? No, I was just saying, I was hyped off the sunshine. It was right. It was coming through the blinds. It was like, it's a good day. I didn't even know like how nice or unnice it was, but it looked nice out there. So that's all it took for me. I'm feeling good. What's up, Scheme?
I appreciated the weather today. I feel like it lifted everybody up a little bit. And that's what it is. I mean, my 2-day week so far has been good. I can't complain. And I will be going back into work tonight.
Same here. It's going to be one of them nights.
Yes. I did say I was going to talk about a woman. I'm like half prepared, but not really.
What woman?
Remember, because it's Women's History Month, and I said,
"Oh yes,
good news."
Shout out to Cardi B for being the first female rapper to go diamond with Bodak Yellow. You said you water who that joint. I used to go so hard in my car when that song came on.
Hey, that's major. I wasn't aware of that. That's dope.
Yes.
Shout out to Cardi,
a woman of history.
Shout out to Cardi, a woman of the time.
Yes. So I think, the title of our episode is The Royals.
The Royal.
Yes.
Sheesh. Running our blood. Apparently it doesn't.
Yeah.
That kind of luck's just ain't for us.
Hey, we already knew that though. Did we know that?
I mean, I didn't really know that.
Say it again.
I didn't really know that.
You didn't know what?
About the Royals.
What being
Royals are racist.
I'm about to say.
Allegedly.
Oh shit.
Is it? So you just don't believe these people?
Did you see? No. Never. I would never not believe them. I would never not believe them. I mean, it's just crazy. If y'all seen the interview, everything that they were saying, it was crazy. But they released a little statement saying that they were devastated and that they love the family either way.
Who released a statement? The
kingdom. The empire.
They were like, they didn't know that they hurt them so deeply the way they did. I mean, for anybody who doesn't know, if you haven't watched it, Oprah did an interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, his wife. And they talked about how the royals were just basically racist. They did not elect to leave, but they were not being protected by security. They were not paid members of the royal family anymore. So they just weren't getting certain privileges. And it just seems like she said the whole time that they were being treated different basically because they were black and they were going to have a little black baby.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Yeah. And then to the point where the girl was like, I want to commit suicide. And then, you know, Oprah is weepy. Then she started tearing up.
I know. O was feeling it. Her empathy was high.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting interview. I believed what they had to say. I don't think that they would have just upped and left for nothing. The thing that stuck out to me was when she said she didn't know anything about anything and didn't Google, didn't pay attention to nothing, didn't know about.
I'll be Googling regular ass.
You're dating one of the biggest people. Yeah, you're dating one of the most popular people in the world just based off the title, whether you knew them or not before the fact. One of the most popular people in the world. I know you knew about Princess Diana, and you telling me you ain't look up nothing?
Like
you didn't know about anything?
You ain't check your Instagram. You ain't check the whole facts. Nothing. Just was like, this my book.
How do I greet these people? How do I eat with them? What are their something? I would ask somebody. I would have asked Harry before, like, hey, you know, let me know. I've never done this before. I'm American.
Yeah, that was interesting when I found that out. Like, damn, so you just wallowed up in the fucking Buckingham Palace, like, I'm here. Like, where's my throne? Thanks.
I don't know. It was, and you know what? I was watching the thing the next day with Oprah, and they were asking her which parts was she like most surprised by or whatever, and she was saying she was most surprised that he was saying that she obviously wanted to commit suicide, and that it was that bad, and that he was saying he was trapped. And then this was like the clarifying question. Good reporter from the guy. He was like, what were you surprised by? The fact that the royal family feels trapped, or that they were having these like racist thoughts or whatever. It was the racist comment, like that the royal family is racist, or the fact that they told you that these things happen, that somebody was saying that they're talking about the baby skin color. And she was like, for me, it was that they sat there and told me that stuff was going on. And I was like, yo, they went for it. Went for it.
Yeah. It was wild. They went in. Oprah's interview skills are crazy. Her follow-ups, and you didn't answer me. So let me ask you again.
real quick.
And she's stupid. Do you peep that? She will ask something that seems so obvious, and then they talk down to her to like try to explain it to death, and that's what she wants. And she'll be like, "Well, the people," and it's like, "Yo, girl, they just answered that." But that's what she wants. They can be like, "Look, let me break it down further." Like, that's the bitch.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "And who? And what?" It was good.
Okay.
It was good.
They're like, "No, I'm not." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's good. She is really good. And Gail was saying that how it felt like sitting in the living room watching a conversation between people, like super casual. She wasn't like, drilling her, but she was definitely asking her the questions.
Yeah, it was light. If you know Oprah, she's going to ask what she wants to ask, and you have the right to decline. So she asked them, and when they said no, she said, okay.
Yeah.
And moved on.
You know what I thought was cool? About to up my whole interviewing game. She was like, before she has people do interviews, that she talks to them, she just tells them, she doesn't tell them any of the questions or anything like that, but she asks them, like, what is your intention for this interview? And then tells them her intention for the interview. And then it's like, how can we bring those two intentions together? So like after the interview, we both feel like we got what we came to do, like this interview for. And I thought that was
cool.
Yeah.
That's real. Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I thought that was really cool. Like, let's just both get what we want out of this because it's a mutual partnership.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm still just like, okay, like, I mean, we all know like Oprah is Oprah, but like that's still shocking me. Like, she the one who get the interview like that, like Oprah, that's a move.
Listen,
between her and Tyler Perry, they running the world.
Listen,
the most shocking part. You seen the little thing on the share that was like, Oprah was like, Tyler, go get him. Tyler,
Oh yeah, the TikTok they turned into
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. Like, I got room. Y'all can nap in the foyer.
Right. 3 moms.
That's what's up.
It's
That
like,
is
okay, so
wild.
have you guys been following the Pierce Morgan part of all of this mess?
Yeah, him and what's her name? Shola Mo. I don't want to say her name wrong, but they was going at it, and it was
the doctor.
Yes,
yeah, it was a couple black women that laid him out that next morning.
Yeah, and it was refreshing.
You're a disappointment. You're an embarrassment. I'm surprised. I hope your daughter find her a good African American man. They went in on his ass. You're a disappointment. And then just this morning, a coworker was on there and was like, "Yeah, we sitting here listening to you do these rants on Megan. Like, we get it. She might have cut you off. You knew her on a personal level. She cut you off. She has that right. But I mean, your rants every day. I'm tired of it, and I need you to stop."
Even your
and then he left.
Yeah, even your coworkers are like, put a stop to it, bro.
Yeah, and he marched off the show. Like, I didn't know that he knew her on a personal level, and I didn't know what that meant. And then, of course, the internet's dug up the clip of him stating that they went on a date one night. He put her in a taxi cab, and that taxi cab took her to go meet the prince that night. And he never seen her again.
He literally said, she ghosted me.
She ghosted me. I never seen her again. He chuckled it off then. But that's a major key. Like, he kept going in. Because before I seen the interview, I seen him like, "You're not going to do this to my queen. You're not going to do this to my queen. My queen, my queen, my queen." And then when I watched the interview, I wondered if he even seen it because she never dogged the queen.
Right.
He did.
At all. They shared
and then he was like, "Then tell me who it is if you're going to say." Sir, you don't need to know who it is to know that it's legitimate.
You did the interview for a reason.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And all they was saying was like, "Okay, we listen to you rant all day. Now listen to us and learn something." And he was like, "Nope."
He was like,
I'm out. I'm like, okay.
And then he quit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, sir.
Have a nice life.
Easy. How you that hell-bent over a woman that you try to tear her down and people say, "Stop, cut out, it's over." And you're like, "I quit my job." It's
right.
And I think they had made a statement too, like, yeah, he walked off set, he quit his job, and we had nothing else to add. Like,
yeah, they was like, "We don't have anything to add." That's the end of it. He
bye. There's nothing else to this.
That's it.
I was like, "Oh yeah, they serious. This 21 is looking real 21-ish."
It's crazy.
Yeah. I think the part that shocked me was there was 3 things. What I can I was gonna say I can understand them doing certain things to her, but I can't, and I certainly can't understand them doing it to the baby either. That's your family, that's your blood. But when they said they were gonna take away Harry's security, when they said they took away his money, I was like, yo, so if he didn't have what his mother gave him or left him, he would be broke. What kind of like Prince to pauper real life situation is this? It's crazy.
And
he had a wife with a little color in her.
Right.
And not even, like, damn. And she ain't even, God forbid, she would have been like
full
black.
Yo, she barely
black.
Blackity black, y'all. Like, damn.
She's mixed. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And like
he's the baby skin color when it comes out.
Like, can my baby even get a skin color first?
Yeah, that baby was not coming out my color. Like, it's all right.
And you see what the baby look like? Like, come on.
They looked at that mother and was like,
that mama rich. She's rich in that melanin.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's like watching TV, but it's real life.
Yeah. I hope that they just like, I don't know, that they reconcile. It's foul because that really is his family. Mm-hmm. And like the way he was talking about that they're trapped. It's just I find things like that like creepy.
Mm-hmm. Very creepy.
It was weird. She really talked about it like a whole job. She was talking about she was going through mental issues and she went to HR about it and they denied her treatment.
Yes.
I was like, hold up. Like the family is really detached from the whole
business
thing. Yeah.
The institution, the firm.
Yeah, those are all the words she used about the house they lived in. That was
the fern.
She hadn't went out. She went out twice in 4 months, and they were like, "You were too seen. You can't go out anymore." And you passport, keys, wallets gone. Like it's just creepy.
And you're supposed to be a person of power. Like, how you gonna take on? Like, I'm telling you, I thought they were supposed to be the ones calling the shots. Like, that's weird.
But I mean, that's what you see in all the shows. It's like you have to do this because of tradition, obligation, because if you want to stay in power, you have to, you know. I can't believe that goes on in 2021. Like, what on earth?
I mean, even saying the queen kind of sound a little weird for me. I get it. Like, it's a whole, you know, that's what they do over there. But that sounds weird.
That's what he was talking about?
She said she had to learn to curtsy, and she was like, "What do you mean? This is your grandmother." And he was like, "She's the queen." She had to fucking curtsy even behind private doors.
Grandma.
I wouldn't have made it past the lobby entrance. I'm way too ghetto for the Buckingham Palace.
That is wild.
Even at your ghetto, you would refuse to, like, I wouldn't want to say humble yourself, but
I would humble myself, but they would still be looking at me like I was like I ain't had no sense because I wouldn't know what to do either. I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to get some dab. Like, what up? They'd be like,
no, you wouldn't. You're not
get him out of here. Dad. They'd be like, get him
that
through the chambers.
I feel like you just really want to put up with it. You'll be like, nah, son, I'm good. What up?
I just couldn't see me like, like
curtsying and bowing. I ain't got time.
I would probably do it, but I would probably ask mad questions.
Yeah, that'd be me.
Every time I'll be like, why do we do this? What's the purpose of a curtsy?
I mean, she dived right up in that thing. She knew she was about to lock that in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is wine, right?
The little they created with her and Kate. I said the little rivalry they created.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole scheme behind, like, it just really seemed like they were trying to destroy her.
Yeah.
And she said, peace out.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess she ain't with them for the money and the titles because she left all that behind. They was broke.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably dangerous. It's like they probably got more dangerous had they got in power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to watch what they eat, make sure somebody eat their food first, make sure nobody poison. Like, I could just see it probably would have got even worse once everything, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
they were doing stuff and she was like, why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you fixing it? And they'd be like, shh, bitch, shh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like, but why don't you just tell the people that this is shh, hush up, ho.
Yeah.
We got you. And would never say nothing, would never clear anything up.
And they made such a good point. I don't know if I could trust my family after that, because when they said that they moved to Canada and then they snatched all the security from them when they were in Canada. So now, and then the world went on lockdown. So you're telling me that y'all left me in a foreign country, took away my security. You know I can't go anywhere. And you just left me open knowing that I'm a prince.
And gave out the address. It's crazy.
That's not like, if a human being, I'm overriding the institution. Like, you're like, how old is the queen? Like, girl, just handle it. What are they going to do? Kill you? You're like 200. Like, it's worth it. Like, fight for your family. And
you're the queen. What's the point of being a queen? You ain't got no real power. You just propped up all day. You don't know what the fuck.
And that's the thing. They're being ran by the media, which is wild. I think that's a lot of what we say here in America as well. The manipulation from the media. And it's just wild because Oprah was like, they're royals. What are you talking about media? And he was like, it's deeper than you'll ever know or think.
Yeah. That they have the holiday parties for the media at the palace and stuff like that.
That's just wild. It seems intrusive, uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I would want no parts.
Well, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's interesting. Everybody wants to watch The Crown now.
I need to watch The Crown. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know where it comes.
Oh, yeah, The Crown is on Netflix.
I have to watch it. Because Oprah asked him about that shit. Do you watch The Crown? Because it's about your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, I've seen it. He seemed like he had a little bit of an attitude, yeah.
He was like, I think I've seen it. Have you seen it? She's like, I think y'all know that y'all watched it. Stop.
Y'all ain't do nothing else.
Ain't nothing else to do. You was broke in Tyler Perry house for 3 months.
I know y'all seen it Coming to America. Like in Zamunda, so y'all need to go to Zamunda. Like, nah.
A relationship. They look like they really love each other.
Yeah, it do look genuine. He's like he genuinely like, cause he protected her. He ain't like he left with her. Like, he doing everything to where it's like it's his family, not him.
Yeah. Oh, he He's a cute guy.
Oh, your time is coming, Mo. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Shout out to Mo actually serving looks on the. Listen, you see y'all. Listen.
Y'all see
Mo.
No, stop! Don't give me my little pity party.
I know pity party. No, we did it at the beginning, but you was having technical issues when you
were deaf earlier. You didn't hear us.
Thank you.
Mo, we hype you up every episode. Like, don't do that to us.
Yeah, because we be frazzled. We be frazzled.
Mo come up on the camera. We be like, Mo.
I be like, baby, I love you.
Y'all so silly. I was watching stuff about Whitney Houston the other day. I don't know.
That should be breaking my heart.
I love her.
I love Whitney, but I feel like
I didn't know that. Oh, wait. So what I actually was watching, I was in a YouTube trap, was about Robin when she was on Red Table Talk talking about like their full relationship and how she had a whole book. I had no idea she had a book about their relationship. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
That was...
Yeah.
That's an episode by itself.
Okay. Let's see. A little bit of a segue. Is cheating a mistake or a choice? Now, Keaton is the one that kind of brought this up. Do it. Well, yeah. What exactly do you mean by a mistake or a choice?
You know, a lot of times I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I don't know how. I don't know why. Or did you just want that thing?
Yes.
It wasn't that long.
So do we think it's possible for it to be a mistake? I mean, we know it can be a choice.
I think the mistake is usually after the choice is made and you realize what you put in jeopardy. But it's ultimately a choice, I think. For me, and I don't know if this is a proper comparison, but I'm sure you're going to tell me if it's not. But kind of like, you know, if you would like substance abuse, like we all know, like once you're on it, it's like, okay, it becomes an illness, it becomes like a sickness, but it's like ultimately it was probably a choice. And it's like the same with cheating. Like, yeah, it's a mistake now, but it's a mistake you
wanted a part of it.
Yeah, like, so it's definitely a choice, I think. Unless you were just like, I ain't even gonna do it there. I was like, unless you was T.I. Tiny. But I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it like that.
Wait. What's the update?
6 more accusers have been added. Three of them folks is men's.
Oh my God. Somebody
added to the pile up.
Somebody in the comments said, I knew T.I. was B.I. I'm like, y'all, we ain't gonna.
That's a whole lifestyle. Them people, they tangled.
The rich is nasty. They just be bored and horny.
That's it. What do we do with our money? Let's drug everybody up.
Let's drug everybody.
Let's drug them all up.
Yeah.
So they
see how freaky deaky they get up in here.
But you know, that's a power thing, right? They have so much power. They start to think they can do anything because for the most part they can and they don't get caught. And then it's
you're not even paying the people.
What is it to drug somebody at a party at that point? You know? I've been doing this for 10 years now. Some people need drugs.
Oh, mercy.
I need you to do what I need you to do.
And the thing is, it's like they didn't sign on NDAs, so it's like y'all was really feeling yourselves.
The people, like, we thought it died down. It's getting bigger and bigger. They're losing jobs. More people are being added. Yeah. I think that
I haven't really been following.
Nobody has said anything. And apparently they've been trying to pay people off. The lawyers have been hitting the people up, trying to pay the people off and silence them. But they're like, no, we don't want it. We want to do this. We want to go to court. Wow. But I don't know what they want out of the court either. Like, them to go to jail. But they're not saying that. T.I. and Tiny are posting like normal and living their best life.
Really?
Okay. And that's it. But back to the mistake or the choice, I think that most of the time it's a choice. Even like if I had drinks and it was a good night, I feel like I knew what I was doing most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had moments where it's like, whoa, what happened? When you wake up, like what in the world? But for the most part, you know what you want, what you're doing. And I think it's about having yourself in certain situations.
Yeah, I feel like there is like a little bit of nuance there, because then it's like, let's say you're drinking, doing whatever drugs you're doing, literally like it lowers your inhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
So you go a little inch, it's actually a mile. You go this far, difficult to stop. In the moment when the thing is about to happen, yes, that you have a moment where you're like, oh, this is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How much you let that affect your actions after that depends on how low your inhibitions are and how much self-control you have. But I really do think like you can do something in a moment and it be a mistake. Yet it is still a choice though, because you knew at some point that it was wrong, even if it was like momentary,
Yeah.
And I don't care how drunk you are, how high you are, like, whether you're able to control that urge or do anything about it, something completely different.
Yeah.
I do think like it could be a mistake.
Yeah. Because most situations, it's like you said, you gave yourself an inch, there was a mile. Most time you put yourself in that position in the first place, and it's like nothing is gonna. It's just like Jody going over to what's her face house.
Not
like,
Jody.
You see, shouldn't have been over there, Jody. Like,
I used to think that was bull. I used to really think like, yo, you should be able to go wherever, do whatever you want, like be an adult, show self-control. What's wrong with you? But I really think like, yo, life is hard. There's too much temptation. Like if you're not trying to do something, just stay away from it. Like that goes for everything. Like
we had that at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
It. You don't need anything else.
Literally.
Would y'all forgive a mistake?
If I'm being honest,
would y'all forgive? I just wanted to do it.
I mean, for me, if I'm being honest, like I would want to sound like that person, like, yeah, I'll forgive and move on. But I probably would. It would be hard to say I will forgive because I would never trust you anymore. And I feel like forgiving without forgetting is not really forgiving. So it's like, could I really distrust you to trollop out into the world again? Probably not. So
probably not.
Well, I might. It depends on the situation. It depends on my love for a person. On some like people have different flaws. Now people have different flaws. You cheat once, it's a mistake. I get the rundown. I can forgive that. I mean, forget it. After you've been with somebody for a few years or whatever, like you don't keep things like that in your head for so long. You know what I'm saying? If you really truly are like, all right, I'm not going to hold on to this. I'm going to move on with this relationship. Then you're not holding on to that. So I can let it go. But too many mistakes is a character flaw.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be this happening multiple times and I forgive you every time it happens. The mistake, we have a conversation. I flip out. I do whatever I do. If it comes back together, we see. If it's broken and I can't get over it, then I can't. Let's let it go. But if I can, I'm still here. Let's move on. I'm not going to hold it against you. But it cannot be something that's happening one time. That's kind of it. Like second time, that's a pattern. I'm good.
Yeah.
I think it helps how you find out too. Well, what about you, Skin? Are you forgiving?
What you mean? How you find out?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I feel like I can respect him more and probably be willing to trust you more if you like you come to me as opposed to me like finding out, like, you know what I'm saying, in the most brash way. Like if you like, damn, baby, I fucked up, like. As opposed
I
to
don't
me
care how you come, what you did, what the scenario was. We will be done on the spot.
Period.
Stop it.
That's it.
And I will wish you the best in life.
So no. Seriously, I was at the party. I was drunk. Yo, I didn't know. And I love you. That was one moment. We have
Look at Key face.
We have this whole life together. Are you just gonna throw that away, babe?
Absolutely.
No, you can't do that. Everything that we have.
I can't do it, but you can go and throw that.
It was a
mistake.
Circle. That was literally a 5-minute decision.
We got 6 months left on this lease.
As was my decision as was my decision to leave this 6-year relationship.
You would not do that. Come on.
I think I would. I've dealt with a cheater before. And that's the end of the story.
I have as well.
Everybody move different, Mo. Yeah. If you're able to forgive, that ain't gotta be my.
Say more power to you.
I don't give a. I don't give a flying.
No, I'm finding.
I don't give a Patty LaBelle.
I'm aware, Aquarius. I'm just finding it hard to believe.
It can be rough, but I'm leaving you right there, right there.
Man, cold-blooded.
I mean, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody may have a hold on me that's different than that. But as for me and my house right now, that's how we build. I'm leaving. Because for what? First off, you should have included me in the rendezvous.
Hey, hey.
And then we would have been okay.
That's what it really is.
Right.
If you would have just called me in the midst of making your mistake, we would have been fine.
Look at that onion. Look at that onion unraveling.
Peel that onion.
Listen, I don't live like that.
I don't live like that.
I love
at all.
Unravel.
So I want to go back to So I'm obviously the question that Keem posed is moot. Would you forgive somebody who cheated and just was like, I wanted to do it in that moment?
Wanted to do it.
Jeesh.
I'm sure them people exist in the world. That would be crazy though. If somebody said that. If somebody made the choice to just do what they felt like doing and told you that straight up.
I love you. We're in a relationship. I really, let me do it again. Hold on. Joshua, I don't do that, King. Go.
He don't even want to hear it, okay? He said,
stop playing. Come back, boo.
Josh already know his heart.
That's when somebody comes to you with your full.
No, he can't deal with that.
Oh my! Now I'm gonna have to do it on you, Keem. I don't know what happened to him. That is odd. Akeem, it's gonna be difficult for me to say. And don't mind the smile on my face. When I get nervous, I tend to smile and
me too. I will laugh and cheese and smile and be in the middle of a fight.
I know. That's why, we have that connection. And I've always felt like, we were meant to be together. This is corny now. So, I slept with somebody else. And I just want to be honest with you because we've always been honest with each other. I slept with somebody else. It wasn't really a mistake, but it doesn't mean it's like nothing. Jada Pinkett.
Not Jada Pinkett.
You told him this empire that we built, nobody else can replace you in this. What we've built together. Mm-hmm. What happened was momentary. It's not going to happen again, but I'm not saying it was an accident.
Ooh.
I think I should have told you first.
Ooh.
But I'm sorry. Love me.
That hits all the way different. It was momentary, but it's what I wanted to do. I think I'd definitely be out the door.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Urge.
Make that sound good.
It did. It sounded Very good. I mean, that could really trick somebody up.
Jada Pinkett was like the woman icon at that moment. Everybody was like, yes, Jada.
It came to my head. I was just like, Jada.
Look, everybody, y'all love Jada.
I mean, they really rooting for her now.
I guess, you know what? Speaking of Jada, let's head to this topic. Jada is a woman of a certain age. And it came up. Thinking of women, and I guess this can like go for men too. Do women lose value as they age? I mean, not as they age. Do women lose value? One of the things maybe could be when they age. Also, if they have babies, if they got a high body count, like does that, lower a woman's stock or a man's stock?
No, they don't think about it with men at all, unfortunately.
I don't know. It depends on what you want.
I mean, I definitely see Mo saying you a hoe ass nigga.
Why would you say that about me? Why would you say that about me?
Mo, I definitely can hear you saying that exact line.
No.
Yo, what's a mother? No.
Lord. A lot of females feel like that. Like they are used up after having babies or being in a marriage.
I think it's baggage. It's like anything else is baggage.
Yeah. And I think that if you properly cut that off, then you don't even need to worry about that. If you got healthy co-parenting, if your kids know their boundaries, or you're able to establish a healthy new relationship, I don't think that is that bad.
Yeah. I think somebody who can put up with it.
I have do women lose value when they have babies, when they have a high value? I think because of the relationship between men and women, men are the providers. So if a man has this type of baggage, kids or whatever, essentially what we I think just automatically believe is he can provide for those kids, right? He's the person supposed to be providing for them. A woman, on the other hand, is viewed as someone who's supposed to be provided for. So when she comes into the relationship, she's coming with her 2 kids, her blah, 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 blah. So it's now I have to bring all this stuff with me. I think we know that a man is going to look at that. He has to evaluate. You're evaluating life, especially if you're older and you're making not even older. People get married in their 20s, marriage decisions and stuff like that. You have to consider it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, and as for me, I used to think that I would be okay with a guy with kids, but I don't think I would at this point. I don't think that's what I want for my life. Either now, either your kids are adults and have moved out, or you've never had any. Those are fine, but I don't think I would want a real baby mama situation.
A fresh one, yeah.
That's not for me. So I would think that would not lose value, but it just wouldn't be for me. That's not for me.
And it also depends on for me it would be the dynamic of how you said do I gotta deal with your BD and is your kids, is y'all still involved, is y'all gonna be arguing and fighting at the cookouts, how is it a co-parenting or is it toxic? It depends on the situation too. So that could control, I feel the value of it as well, because when I'm analyzing, I'm looking at all that, you know what I'm saying, as well.
Yeah.
So I think the situation also plays a part, how toxic or non-toxic it is, because some situations it really don't be nothing. Okay, we was together, we had kids, and we not together no more, but we still got kids. So it's checking the account, make sure the child support hit, and we all good. Some shit like that where it's
not that your sup chat.
So I think it depends, but I would hate for women to feel like that, but I mean.
Yeah, nobody should ever feel in any type of life situation that you're going to lose value. And I don't think that is the truth, because everybody's able to start over again and make it be successful.
Look at Sierra.
Things you did when you were younger. And C's a perfect example of that. She went into a marriage after having a baby with a guy. I mean, and their whole relationship is very out in the open. And I think Russell handled it so well.
Yeah.
You know, you find the right partner with a maturity level who knows what he wants, and anything's possible. Whether you got 1 kid or 3 kids, nothing takes your value down.
Yeah. Especially when y'all filthy, stinking rich.
I don't understand what a body count has to do with anything. I mean, I think that a guy, because you know they all low down dirty. You know, in their mind, they probably have expectations for their girl.
Yeah.
But who are you to tell me what's okay and not okay? Does it even need to be disclosed?
Listen, we live in a patriarchal society. Men think that they own women.
Thank you, Julia.
Men think they own women. So Keem will leave. He don't play. Out. Gun. Done. It's over.
10 years. Bye.
I think, that's why men are possessive, and they, how many partners have you had? Oh, this many, that's, you're used up or whatever.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All that been in my like, no.
You gonna have to go dive into the lake of what was the lake on the Prince movie called?
Oh my God.
Well, I think it came up also with like Lori Harvey, and they were like talking smack about her and about how
they're clocking Lori and her dating. She's 20 something.
Yeah.
She's 20 something dating. They're clocking her life, her uterus.
We gotta start paying attention to who the critics are, because it's like, who are you?
The girl could be just hanging out with people. My thing is, she ain't never put out one statement to nobody. She's just been living.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of people do that. I think a lot of people do that. Like Black China don't put out statements. You've had people like Lyra Galore. They don't put out. They just live in. But people will write whole narratives about them. And probably majority of it ain't true.
But my thing is this, like, the same females who like talking down on Lori is like, so what if somebody kept track of everybody you dated from?
I don't think girls are. They're praising her.
Oh. Well, even the guys, like.
And then you got Bootsy.
Boots, not Bootsy Collins.
Yeah, it's wild.
Bootsy badass.
Still ain't cleaned the corners of his mouth, but who are we?
Oh my God!
All he gotta do, he don't gotta say nothing, and all he gotta do is worry about this right here.
That's it.
Oh my God! That's the Newports and not drinking no water.
Oh my God!
But yeah, I agree with like the standards for men and women are different. Like, but I feel like Lori just living her life, and it's like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like everybody she dating people like she in that realm now, celebrities. She probably don't even want to go back to normal, so it's gonna always feel like, damn, she dating all these motherfuckers, when it's just like, okay, how many people have you dated since you started logging onto MySpace? Like, like damn.
Access pictures and
fuck that. How many you got in your phone still when you scroll? Like, oh, I still ain't got down to deleting all these relationships.
Always thought that was wild, yo. But I guess like whatever. It's like that. This is my one, my only one. Y'all break up, delete. Then it's the next one. You my one, you only one. Then y'all break up. Then it's like what?
Yeah. I need a grace period though. I'm not even about to be. If I'm with somebody, I'm not even really a fan of. We talked about this on the first season, but I'm not really a fan of like posting or doing none of that. But if I did, you best believe that they apply pressure. Like, it's not gonna be after no one day and I'm taking a picture with the candles in the lobster dinner. Like, no, like if I'm up with you, it's probably after the 10-year anniversary. I'm like, look, y'all can finally see, like, it's been 10 years. Remove that emoji, like, and then even then, and that's probably when all that shit gonna come out. Like, oh, that's sweet, and then it's gonna be ruined even still. So it's like, me personally wouldn't even be on the internet with my relationship and my love life. But like, I'm also not famous, so nobody give a damn.
They don't care.
Jeesh, do you feel that? I mean, not just Jeesh and Keem. Do y'all feel like you lose value for any reason?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Keem said, I'm the one, not the two.
When I said what I said.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like I lost value right now, but I probably feel like, you know, I don't know. That's a good question. Actually, I haven't even really analyzed it. Like, damn.
Don't think about it as yourself. Think about it
like
in general. Like when
what would make a person lose value?
I mean, I'm not 19 no more. I probably was like more valuable. I probably was more valuable and like, you know, at 19. Well, not actually not. I'm not. I'm probably more valuable now, actually.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I guess not. I don't think I lost value. I still got it. And I'm still getting it.
What are you, 22?
Yeah, that's exactly what I am. Same on. I'm a high 27, so it's like I'm chilling.
A high 27. What that mean?
No, I said a hot 27.
Oh, this is a high 27. I'm like, you mean mature? That's cute.
That as well.
As well. You know, I guess I already look at it. I mean, I don't feel like I lost value, I guess. But at the same time, it's like I was told to focus on myself right now by my spiritual guides. So that's what I've been doing anyway.
Come on, Juice.
Nothing. We all are literally the same. I think we lose value when you don't grow or learn from past relationships.
Hey, that's a word.
When you
come on,
Wanda.
Oh, that was a word.
What that juice tastes like? What's the ingredients for the juice?
You got the juice.
What's the juice ingredients?
The
you know, my favorite little meme was about the juice. It's like, stop messing with stop messing with motherfuckers who got the tea. Stop messing with motherfuckers who got the juice.
Okay.
I'm actually looking.
Sometimes people just have a vibe. Age don't have like they just, you know.
I want the alkaline water, but no.
You need fresh fruit.
Not that distilled shit, no. Okay, that's real. Now, okay, and thanks to the people because that's really what I guess. I value. I ain't lose no value. I only get better with time. And listen, y'all better get with me before these streams pick up because then I ain't gonna know nobody. It's
hard. Like you can get tripped up with thinking that you can lose your value because I think in this country, like your value is your productivity. Like how much you producing? What are you doing? Do more. If you're working a 40-hour week, well, be an entrepreneur. You're being an entrepreneur, well, go flip houses. Where you're flipping houses, go start it. You know, it's like the more you do, the more worth you have. And I think people really do buy into that. And I think it's easy to get trapped in that once you're like in a cycle.
I have an understanding with anyone I want to be with. So either you love me or you don't. And that's just what it is. And then it's like, yeah, but people put value in the wrong things. Like what, like, and that's what I was all about to do. Like, well, damn, am I rich yet? Am I, you know what I'm saying? It's like that don't even matter. Like, I'm that nigga. Like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this comes up with money. Like, let's literally talk about value, right? Somebody comes in the relationship with a bunch of money, right? Now the other person comes in. This is some comedian said this. It may have been Chris Rock. And like the other person comes in with a bag, like now when we're talking about value, because a lot of times it's like money is value. Now you come in, you don't got it, but you obviously have some value. I want you in my life, whatever reason, right? So if you like, what do we consider value in a relationship? I guess like,
and that's
what important. I guess is what I'm asking. Like, what's important?
And I mean, of course, you want security and foundation, but that's not everything. Because that's all you got. You're gonna get bored real fast. And I feel like a lot of situations that happen, like people get these celebrity relationships and they just think they got it all, and then when they get cheated on, they feel regular like everybody else. Is like, oh,
they feel like
I
gotcha.
Yeah, like, oh, you can get cheated on too. Like, but it's like, yeah, I think. But for me, a value is stuff that like that you can add to it, stuff I didn't have without you. Like, okay, I'm rich, but okay, you might be able to help me manage my money. You might be able to tell me how to multiply my money. Or you might just be the person I need that's normal, that don't give a fuck about my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's value, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that I want to build with, that's going to stick around. Like, somebody who I can see me being with, whether I had these things or not. Because it's like, and it's like, that's to me, that's what I would see as valuable. But of course, people are not upfront. Most people just really just want to, you know, they want the show, they want the money, they want the lifestyle, or whatever the person that they're courting.
Right.
I think it's hard. Well, for me, I think it's hard if I'm dating a guy and he doesn't come in with a certain amount of money. And it's not even because I care so much, although I do. I've said this before on the podcast. Like, I just want to do certain things, and I want the person that I'm with to be able to do those things with me without me having to worry about the money or without me having to like pay for everything. So, and then I also, like, honestly, I worry about the way other people see it, which is like, I usually don't worry about what other people think, but in that situation, it's like, I want my man to have a certain, I don't know, like, I want to feel protected in that way, I guess. You don't got to be filthy rich, but you have to be able to, like, you know.
But a lot of, well, no, I ain't gonna cut you off, Moni, but like a lot of guys don't even feel confident unless they can provide. That'd be the thing too. So it's like, if you find a guy who like comfortable with like not being a breadwinner and shit, like, I don't know what that means, but it's like, I think most guys don't even be comfortable. Like me, I don't even really feel comfortable in a relationship unless I'm like at a certain stability point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, stability point.
Come on to that. It got to be the mindset for sure. And money is not everything.
No, it's definitely not everything, but it just has come up in the past, and I just don't want it to be an issue. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, you know, because it's something that has to be talked about. Like, you need to know. I need to know your spending habits, your money management, all of that. Because if both of our shit terrible, then we're not gonna get along. Because I need balance. We both can't be out here on Amazon going crazy. Like,
you Amazon. Amazon is good. Amazon
is dangerous.
It really is. You know, Amazon and Marshalls and Walgreens. I will roll up in any of them.
Not Walgreens.
Yo, I'll go to Walgreens and spend $100 and be like, oh,
never. They only have aspirin and chips. That's it.
And I buy a body scrub and like some vitamins, $45.99. I'm like, what?
Moni is that random lady at CVS with the damn buggy. Like, ma'am.
I need things. And they have the best rewards program. Like, I always have free money at Walgreens.
See, for me, it's Kroger. I always put my mama number in. I be getting dog ass discounts.
Kroger? It's a grocery store. Y'all acting a fool in Walgreens and Kroger.
Yes. Yeah.
I love a good bargain.
I think this last topic we're going to touch on, it's a quick one. Children. So how do we feel? Like, this is a topic that always come up. Kids dancing at inappropriate.
Oh.
So when kids, you know, the song comes on, there was a little baby on. All right, I want to hold on one second. LaWanda's speaking.
Let's get into Wanda.
But just think about it. If we can connect, all that falls into place. Somebody broke mindset wouldn't click with you. True. If that's a key factor for you at all, you to know and pass, I'm sure.
Or you can talk it out and see if they ready to get down with you and get that coin together.
Yeah. I think like I like to think that I'm that evolved, but sometimes I'm not making the wisest choices.
Literally.
And you're just, I find myself attracted to people who just ain't.
I think I get caught up in potential a lot. Like a lot of times I think we give potential too much credit because we might see some potential and it's really not effective if that person don't see that same potential. So it's like I think that'd be my issue a lot of times. Like I'd be like, oh, I could see how this could work, but it's like if this motherfucker don't see how it could work, then it's really I'm beating a dead horse.
Yeah. Not even potential for me. It's like I try to see like, all right, you have all these good qualities. Yes, like you do X, Y, and Z, but I value all of this. So I'm gonna overlook that. But then as time passes, it's like, no. This is actually bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's like happened to me in the past.
Like, yeah, I could deal with that. Like, oh no, I can't. I'm sorry, I wasted your time.
It's a good try. Yeah. All right, so the baby. So I know this always comes up periodically in families or whatever. Do we still feel like it is inappropriate for kids to dance with music with all the cusses, sexual innuendo, straight up sexuality in it? You know, death, killing, all that stuff.
Yes, it's cringy.
Okay.
But it's very common.
Very common. It's like people.
And I mean, if I ain't your mammy and your daddy, it's out of my control.
Yeah.
Like my 11, 12-year-old nephew loved that NBA person. And I mean, his music is top notch, rich. And I'm like, you don't know Mary J. Blige, at least?
A little bit, like a little balance. No.
Babyface, nobody.
You don't know a little Babyface?
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
Keisha Cole, like
a little R&B,
little soul.
Do you know Kirk Franklin? Michael Jackson, because NBA had that Dirty Ayana song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, listen to this. This is where he got it from.
Yeah,
he wanted no parts of Dirty Diana, and I was just like, oh, my poor nephew. This is what you listening to already. Okay.
I'm like, I don't know. Half of me is like, obviously and clearly, like it's inappropriate. The other half, it's just, it's a lot of exposure to things they don't understand, they don't know about. Other half of me is like, when I was younger, I was listening to all types of stuff. And same thing. I had no idea what a lot of it was talking about until I got older.
Mm-hmm.
I was singing it. For the most part, I knew the words, maybe didn't know what the words meant or was just saying the sounds and stuff like that. I like the rhythm. I like the beat. It's cool to dance to, especially reggae songs. Like we was doing dance hall and stuff like that. Like, so I'm like, the kids are just having fun. Let them be. But it can be cringy.
Yeah,
it can be.
I don't even care about the dance moves either, because like a kid is dancing by themselves or whatever. It's not sexual unless you sexualize it.
Right. But some shit is just like okay, I'm gonna put it like this. My fucking kid is not gonna be doing it. Like
really?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I feel like it's one thing I can do because like everything's on the internet now. So it's like, I feel like a lot of shit not gonna age well. Like, you just letting your kid be on TikTok and it's like a ratchet ass song and they're just like in the living room and they're already on top of dancing inappropriately. Like, regardless, like, okay, I'm not gonna sexualize it, but it's like this. I got nieces and nephews.
Is a twerk inappropriate for a kid?
Yes, especially on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, because it's people who are gonna do it. Like, I don't want my kids to be put out there like that. Like, even if they're just having fun, they're kids, so they can do that probably within the household.
We'll pick out the internet part. Just do it.
I was with my friend, and her son was like, "I want to show you my twerk," and he was popping it and dropping it. And I thought that it was cool that she allowed him to just do his thing, because I know damn well my mom would have smacked me into a wall for wanting to do a twerk.
Oh no. And I think Amar has this good point. He's like, because the way I was, I don't know, because the way I was young, buck dancing and booping to next too close.
You're making it hard for me.
Listen. And me, y'all know what peak. For my peak, I was like, I'm sure I was like a second or third grade, and I used to be getting in trouble for singing "To the Window, to the Wall," and I didn't even know what that meant at first. Like,
to the sweat drip down your balls, my gosh!
That song came out, and that was the whole like Ludacris and like then you had Lil Jon. Yeah, then right after that it was the Lil Jon and you know what I'm saying, Head Buster. So it was like, but I think this actually was more violent. We had some raunchy shit too, but like, I mean,
this is my thing. So you're saying you wouldn't let your kids do it because blah blah blah. Take out the internet part. I don't think anybody should be putting themselves on the internet like that. It is like for posterity. You don't want to go back and see that. If you're a kid, you may make an unwise choice, whatever. I just mean like regular everyday life. It's like all the kids are doing it. But it's like everybody, not that all the kids are doing it, but it's just like as an experience growing up, you want to be adult, you know, you want to do the things that the adult people are doing. Is music and dancing something so negative that I want to be like, that I'm going to shut it down in my kids?
I wouldn't.
Don't put yourself on the internet.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't shut it down, but it would definitely be moderation.
I think violence and filth is automatically like uncomfortable. So you'd be filtering that a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll go to households with kids, and even though they're older in age, the music is still censored. You know what I'm saying? Like the music our parents used to listen to, except for on Fridays and Saturdays. The oldies you could listen to straight through. You ain't have to think about it. It just was love songs.
Yeah.
Even the rap was lighter. You know what I'm saying? It was a little hood, but it wasn't as intense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't want any, like, no, my kid is not going to be in the house. See, this is like, I love to play loud music, but is my kid going to be in the house blasting WAP and twerking in the kitchen? Like,
that's a lot. G Shing said you were waking up, brother.
Is it really? Oh, he said something good. He smiled about it and everything. He was happy. He was happy.
And on that note, everybody, we love y'all and good night. Bye.